Good morning, and you're all very welcome to day 4 of the Cheltenham Festival. It is the pinnacle of the week. Cheltenham Gold Cup Day. Galopin Des Champs bidding to win it for the second year in succession. He comes here in top form. We've had a lot of rain through the night. We're back in the infield here. We're going to try and catch up with a couple of owners and trainers and see a couple of horses at Gallops ahead of the big day. Bernard is alongside me again for the day. Bernard, we got here last day.
Yeah, it's been an incredible week, hasn't it? I've loved it. A bit sad and emotional that it's finishing today, but we finished on a high, obviously, with the Gold Cup, and obviously you mentioned Galopin Des Champs. Like, what a horse he looks, and I think if he gets his second Gold Cup, it'll bring the house down. But it's starting to just drizzle a bit now. How does he like the ground? Would he go through this soft ground?
I don't think it'll be a problem for him at all. He's very adept at handling testing conditions. There was a lot of rain here yesterday and a lot of rain through the night. It's going to be extreme going, but he will, I think he'll handle it very well. I don't think it's a negative for him.
Okay, and it's much quieter this morning. Obviously, 3/4 of the Irish horses are gone home, but there'll be a real buzz here this morning because all the owners who have horses running today will want to see their horse do the last bit of exercise, won't they?
Yeah, very much so. And like clockwork, as always this week, Gavin Cromwell's horse made it out onto the track here. Gavin, of course, had a big day yesterday, winning the final race with a little bit of a banker in the final race. Anyway, well done, Gavin. I know the way you're thinking. Fantastic success.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, he was very good. Derry went down to the first, and I don't know what he's seen, the horse seen, but he chinked a bit to his right and screwed over the fence. And listen, how typical of Derek, how cool he is. Didn't panic and took him back and gave him a chance, and they went good and hard. And I suppose it played to his strengths, and the race fell apart a bit, and he was a snug winner.
Yeah, it looked easy at the end, but as you said, not entirely straightforward through the run.
Absolutely not, and sure, that's where the likes of having Derek O'Connor in those races is invaluable.
Good day otherwise. Throwing Porter on a cracker.
Yeah, he did. Listen, he's a brilliant little horse. He doesn't know when to stop. He's a real trier. Jumped fantastically. No excuse, beaten by a better one on the day, but you'd have to be proud of him.
I met some of my syndicate with Florian Porter during the week. They were very excited about the horse.
Yeah.
And very proud of how it ran.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, they're a great bunch of lads, and they've had a great time with the horse, and he doesn't let them down.
What does Cheltenham do to him? Just when he comes here, he's a different horse.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I'd say the left-handed, the undulations, and he enjoys all of that. And you could see yesterday when he got to the front, he was a different horse. He just grows legs when he gets to the front.
Where did we go with the two horses ran yesterday?
I'd say Florian Porter probably go to Aintree. He will go to Aintree, all being well. And I'm not sure where we go with another way of thinking. I suppose he's a novice, and he has options of Ferryhouse and Punchestown, and we'll see.
Could be a good day for that family. Limerick Lace being a full sister town now, the way you're thinking.
Yeah, absolutely, and the overnight rain won't inconvenience her. Probably be a help. So, looking forward to it.
What else you got to run for today?
I'd say we're not going to run. We've in Canto Bruno was in the county. He won't run, and Bright Hill is not going to run down in the chase either, just with the rain.
Gavin, we've been here since Monday, and your lot come down at 7:30. You're a creature of habit.
Yeah, I get up at 5:30 every morning, and it's just first one to get going. Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's great to have a winner.
Yeah.
Sorry your horses aren't running.
Pressure's off getting a winner.
Yeah, listen, we've had a great season, but everyone says it's not all about Cheltenham, but it is. It's just if we can get a winner here, it really caps the whole lot.
Your best chance, obviously, Limerick Lace. Anyway, one of the viewers was asking you.
Yeah, but listen, she was one of the better chances for the week as well. So it's not just because we've only the one. She has a good chance.
Fingers crossed. This. Well done again.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gavin.
Thanks,
yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you. Pleasure.
So Limerick is that one of your?
Yes, yeah. She's
France fight to follow.
Definitely in the fight to follow. So she is. Runs in the Mare's Chase course, race 6, and like Gavin said, the rain will really suit her as well. So she's the last leg of my 5 to follow.
Okay, and you're a popular man because you had a great day yesterday.
Yeah, good day. Tiupu got a good roar home in the final furlong, so I did. It was really, really good to see that. He did what I hoped he'd do. Last year, he was a baby last year. Things didn't work out. Everything went to plan yesterday. He stretched clear in the hill, so it was good to watch.
Brilliant. And what other horses are in the fight to follow today?
I think Willie Mullins, not original, is going to have a big day today. Obviously, the Triumph Hurl, he's got mob handed there. He's six, 7 runners in that race. Magpur, though, the JP McManus Silks, is probably the one I'd like to be with. I thought he ran really well in an Irish debut at Dublin Racing Festival. He kept on really well to be third, and given his first run, of his career for Willie Mullins. He can only improve off that. He's in the first leg. Filly in the second race, Zenta, again trained by Willie Mullins, owned by JP McManus. She ran a cracker in a triumph hurler here last year and would be a big player, I think, again. I'd be a little bit worried about the ground for her, but given her form, I'd be hopeful that she can handle it. So she's definitely one to watch in the second race of the day as well. Not original, we'll have Galopin Des Champs at the 4 pick, but Dancing City in the third race. Willie again has a very strong hand there, reading Tommy wrong, a big player, but Dancing City won at Dublin Racing Festival. I think he's been underrated, and he's underrated in the market as well, so I think stepping up and triple suit him very well, so he will do me in the third leg. And fourth leg, Galopin Des Champs, just can't see beyond him. Big fan of Built by Ballymore, but I think with the ground the way it's gone, it's really going to suit Galopin more than Built by Ballymore.
Yeah. And Presbury Cup is the competition between the English and Irish in terms of winners. So it's 12 winners for Ireland at the moment, 8 winners for England. Is there any chance Ireland won't win it?
No, I think Irish are very, very strong today. I wouldn't be surprised, with the exception of the final race, if we didn't go through the card. The 2 handicaps, the second race and 7th race, are probably the 2 races where we could get beaten. That's where the English horse has been winning all through the week. Handicap hurls, handicap chase. So great to see good competition yesterday. Willie Mullins, no winner, like that's unheard of, but Dan Skelton stepped up, and it keeps the dream alive for everybody here today.
And who gets presented that then afterwards?
I don't know. I think it's a little leg cup or something.
Ireland have won it the last couple of years.
Mob handed. Mob handed. It's been very much one-sided really since 2020. Remarkable. When you look back 20 years ago, we couldn't barely get a winner here, the way it swung around.
Sure. There's a lot of good horses in Ireland, a lot of good trainers and jockeys, isn't there? So which one? They're Gavin's 3 other ones, is it, that aren't running?
It could be just exercising them. I would imagine Limerick Lace is having a little gallop here this morning just to open her lungs, if you like. We've seen that all week with horse running on the day, but it's a shame for Connections due to have a runner, but there's no point with Aintree, Punchestown, Ferriers coming up running a horse if you're going to leave your season behind you on ground it doesn't suit.
And Fran, what's your favourite moments of the week so far? What did you like the best?
Captain Guinness is very good, but I was all about the younger horse. I think Ballyburn, the way he won, was sensational. I think he's a very, very exciting horse. I'd be really interested to hear what he goes with him next season. To stay hurling or go chasing, it looks like he can win at any trip. And fact to file, the dream is definitely alive for him to be a Gold Cup horse. Yesterday, there were some good finishes to the race yesterday, but the Ryanair chase, good performance by the winner to keep on well. So it's a good day. But Tiupu was probably the highlight of the week, Bernard.
Yeah, you were very excited. I watched you. You rode him home yourself yesterday, but
exactly.
I liked Corbett Cross winning on Tuesday night. I just thought it was lovely. Emmett Mullins, it was Derek O'Connor, gave it a great ride. Obviously, a race in memory of the late Maureen Mullins. So. For me, that was a nice moment in the parade ring, seeing all the Mullins family and such a dynasty, isn't it? Celebrating that, and that was a good performance as well. Obviously, not the same level of races like Fact to File or the Queen Mother, etc. But I just thought it was a nice moment. Yeah,
it was indeed, and you've seen it all through the week. The emotions of people winning and losing. We've seen some good clips. It's a tough place in defeat. Winning is great.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Sometimes we focus on the horses going into winners and closure, but there's another set of horses going into the other unsaddling area and the disappointment as well, and that's sport, isn't it? You prepare the best you can, and sometimes it falls right for you, sometimes it doesn't. You just got to pick yourself back up and go again. And these horses will have another chance. They'll go to maybe Aintree or Punchestown or the other festivals, won't they?
Exactly, and that's why Gavin is probably taking the longer view rather than run here and ground it will not suit him. And you've got Fairyhouse Easter weekend 2 weeks away, Aintree 2 weeks after that, Punchestown, so a lot of opportunities. And if you bottom a horse out here today, you may not get them back for the season. On that, actually, we've had a question from Joe, wants to know about my 5 to follow. Will it be inconvenienced by the ground? The only one I would be concerned about is Zenta. In the second race, second selection. I think she may be vulnerable on the ground, but Zenta is definitely one that should handle it well. Would be a little bit of a worry. The rest of them should handle it well. Limerick Lace will love it. Galopin Des Champs will love it. Magpur, I think in the first will handle it well. Dancing City should handle it, maybe not as effectively as maybe on better ground, but in the main, quite happy with the selections on this ground.
And you were saying that Limerick Lace is a full sister. Is she to what horse?
Full sister to the horse won yesterday.
Okay.
I know the way you're thinking.
Okay, right.
Yeah, quite remarkable to see them here within 24 hours of each other.
Yeah.
Pitching up, homebred by JP McManus, Norrie McManus, and JP's wife, Gavin Cromwell, knows the family well.
Sure.
And
Wow.
I think he's quite happy with the rain coming for her.
Sure. So they're both in the same yard as well.
Yeah,
Fold both
Yeah.
in JP's farm. Both homebreds, yeah?
Both homebred by JP and his family, of course. And Gavin has had really a lot of luck with all the families. Had more siblings than the two we see here, and he knows them. He knows their traits, characteristics, and it'd be fair achievement if you could get two of them to win in 24 hours out of the same mare.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
It really would, yeah, really would. It's a long journey with breeding, but it'd be fantastic if that were to happen here today.
Yeah. There's Paul Gilligan
Paul
there. He had
Gilligan.
a horse ran very well yesterday. It was a fourth, was it?
Buddy Marvel ran
Buddy
an
Marvel,
absolute stormer,
yeah.
yes, yeah, great run by him. And I thought the ground was gone for that horse yesterday, but again, he's won at Cheltenham in the past. He's got a really good record at track, and he ran a superb race. I did, yeah. I just beat last year in the Martin Pipe, and
We'll go over to you, Paul.
Yeah.
We'll go over to you.
Morning,
Talk
Paul.
to us. Well done.
Yeah,
You're doing great, isn't he?
yeah. Buddy ran a cracker, didn't he? Yeah. How happy you with the run yesterday?
Delighted. Sure. Look, I expected him to run well. Would have preferred drier ground again, but that said, he jumped and travelled great. His nose touched the front for one stride. I said, Jesus, will he go through with it? But look at it, in fairness, when you get into the enclosure above, you know, it's brilliant to have a horse like him. You know, that's what we're doing it for.
What does Cheltenham do to him? He always runs his best level here.
He does. He lights up. Even the first morning I was here Monday morning, and I seen him down here, and he just lights up. He loves the place, so he does. Even yesterday there now, when we saddled him up in the saddling boxes, and as soon as he got into the parade ring with the crowd, he grew an inch again. He's just, and all through the week, you can see him there. He's a docile old sort, and sure, he's a super horse to be dealing with. So he ran well.
You've run today, Paul?
The one I've run today, yeah, Martin Pipe. Like that, could do without all the rain, but he's been working well with this guy and with the lad that ran the Supreme Novices, so I think he'll put in a good performance. Has to be ridden for luck. You know yourself, big runner field, and you're coming from behind. You're hoping the doors will open for you. But he should run well, he should.
Which one of the kids rides him?
Jack. Danny rides for Gordon in it, doesn't he? Jack is at home riding out, and Jack rides most of them here, and whenever Jack can't do the weight, if Danny's available, Danny will ride them, you know. But Jack has first call on them all, so he has.
Where are we going to go, buddy, after this?
I don't know. I might go back to entry. Like he went to entry last year. I think have we an extra week this year?
Yeah, Easter's pushed it on a week, yeah.
Yeah. So we have an extra week. So I think that's probably what I'll do. I might go back to entry. He won't. He'll get a good break after this, and I think I'll start his chase career in Galway.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'll start him off in the beginners in Galway there in October, and you want to try and get back here again, don't you? When you've horses like this, you want to try and get back here and try and get a few more horses like him. You know, for a small yard down in Galway, it was great to have 3 runners here, and the two that ran so far have ran really well. So we'll see.
Your runner's in the final race today. There's a very good shopping village down there. You're going to go down and buy a new pair of boots?
No chance. New bag.
If you're a winner today, you'll have to.
I'll buy them
for you. That's the deal, right? I'll buy them for you. We're going to Barry.
Yeah, super. Thanks, guys.
That's it. Best of luck.
Paul, thanks very much.
Thanks, Paul.
Best luck
Cheers.
again today. Thank you. Cheers. Great run by that horse yesterday, Bernard. As Paul says, the ground may well have went for Buddy One to some extent, but he ran a career best, and good to see how well he looks here this morning.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
He said that horse works a lot, very closely with the one that ran yesterday, and that must be give him great confidence, knowing that one has already run well.
Yeah,
yesterday
exactly.
Race,
and obviously, that horse ran a grade 1, the other horse running a handicap.
Yeah.
In theory, he should be more competitive.
Sure. He said the horse has to be rode for luck. What does he mean by that?
Well, with Martin Pipe, there'll be 20 odd runners, and it'll be get very congested, and they tend to go quite hard. So you don't really want to be in the firing line if you got a horse with only one run in them, so you try to be mid-division. But if you're in the middle of the pack, you get rough and ready. You may follow a horse that doesn't jump well, might take you out of a race. You might get interference when a horse begins to tire in front of you. So you need to look at the draw. You need to be in the right place, following the right horses. I need your horse to travel. If your horse is not travelling to take them gaps, you're on the back foot.
Okay. It's not easy, is it?
No,
yeah.
no.
So into flat races, when you rode, what was the maximum you ever rode in?
Runners wise, Royal Ascot 32 runners in a Hunt Cup would be as big as it gets. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't ride the Grand National 40 when he used to be that way.
yeah. There was some. So as you see, horse having a roll there in the sand. They love that, don't they?
Yeah, we've seen that all week.
Yeah.
The way they let down and get relaxed, and he's very, very happy after the run there as well. Yesterday, Buddy Marvel, he looks well, and it was a great story. And as he said momentarily, jumping the last, it looked like he may win.
So what do trainers normally do with a horse after it runs a race like that? Is it very light training for a couple of days, or do you just let him totally leave them off?
Let the horse tell you. I
Okay.
think it all depends on how much weight to lose, how much to eat, how to recover. Obviously, with the travelling back home, that's going to take 24 hours as well. So.
Sure.
Light exercise next week and try and build them up. We got a little question for you, Bernard, from Michael. Who's Bernard's favourite ever Gold Cup winner?
Actually, it was Kicking King when we spoke to Barry Garrity yesterday. Yeah, Tom Taff. I know Tom Taff, the trainer, well. A friend of mine, David Cox, had a couple of horses with Tom. So I kind of followed that horse. Yeah. So obviously go back along. What year was it? 95? No, 95. Yeah, 95.
Yeah.
And it was lovely to talk to Barry Garrity yesterday with you and reminisce on that. You know what I mean? But for me, that's the one that sticks out in my mind.
That was a time we weren't winning Gold Cups regularly. So it was quite special and quite remarkable the way the horse came back to form in the week leading up to the Gold Cup, having looked at it on 1 or 2 weeks before it.
Sure. And what about yours?
I'd say Synchronise would be one. My brother Alan works for trainer John O'Neill. My dad trained his dam Miesta, who won a couple of flat races on for JP McManus. John O'Neill, lifelong friend. There's a real just good family connection there when he won. So amazing. Miesta was my third ever winner on the track. So for her to go on and breed a Gold Cup winner was just a great story and a bit of symmetry to it.
Yeah. And they say the breeders get a great kick, down the road when their progeny win a big race, don't they?
They do, and it's a long journey with breeding. You need a lot of luck. You need to pick the right stallion. You need a horse, obviously, to progress from a foal. And there's more misses than hits, if you like, and you got to be in it for the long haul. But when you get there and get a result like this, huge achievement.
Fran, you're a very popular man at the moment because of the Fran's fight to follow yesterday's success, but I'm getting a fair bit of abuse for a TikTok video that we were caught into a lip sync on HRI, isn't it?
It is. Are you going to sing live for the viewers? No.
No. Once enough. I didn't. It was false advertising by the HRI team. I didn't know what I was doing. But I'm getting plenty of slagging now anyway.
You're getting a bit
of custom. I'm in good company.
I think we all got caught up by the lip sync on TikTok, of course, and it's doing very well on Instagram. Worth a look ahead of the Gold Cup. Question from a viewer: your favourite karaoke song?
Jesus. I don't have one, thank God. I did spend some time in Japan where karaoke's obviously very, very, very popular, but I managed to avoid getting up at you.
If I had to sing one, You're So Vain by Carly Simon, but I don't want to sing, so there you go.
Fair enough. A bit slower this morning, aren't you?
I think
Gavin Cromwell and Paul Gilligan.
I think we're thinning out a bit as the week goes on. Obviously, the amount of runners thins out, and with the rain here this morning, people are probably holding off, just waiting for a break in the weather to get down. But kind of looks like this down for today.
Yes, it's very heavy, isn't it? And will all these Irish horses fans start to tip on home tonight, or will some stay till tomorrow?
I'd say ideally try and get out tonight. Yeah. Obviously, with the weather deteriorating, I think there's a storm warning in place for the weekend. They'll try and get to the ferry and get back. Get back to Holyhead or back to Fishguard to get home to Rosslare or Dublin. So ideally, get out tonight, Bernard. Get the midnight ferry home. They'll be back in the stables for 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Get their morning feed, and then they're back into the routine of the yard. And the staff as well. They've had a long week. Everybody will be keen to get home once you're done.
Sure. And you're heading back to Dundalk?
Evening meeting Dundalk. Getting a 11:30 flight. Birmingham, Dublin. 8 races there tonight in the all weather. So back to more familiar territory, if you like. Have to find a winner now for
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll have plenty of time in the car and plane home to go through the form.
Exactly, yeah. I did have a decent look at it last night. Mags Mullins, Danny Mullins' mother, has a horse called Spinning Web running into 4th race from what I can recall. Was entered into Boodle's Hurl early in the week, didn't run, loves good ground, loves the poly track, just beat there last time. Spinning Web is probably the one for me tonight in Dundalk, so yeah.
Very good.
Fingers crossed.
Good.
Yeah.
And then the weekend, you're working anywhere else for the weekend?
Patrick's weekend, I'm heading to Down Royal on Sunday, and we're hoping that Curra will be on Monday. The start of flat season is going to kick off to Curra, but a lot of rain in County Kildare yesterday, and it doesn't look good for the weekend, so might be dodgy enough. You're back on the rugby beat?
Yeah, I'm heading to Lyon tonight. France play England tomorrow, so I'm commentating on that for RT. But the big game is obviously back in the Viva, Ireland, Scotland, which obviously if Ireland win, they win the Six Nations, which would be a huge achievement after the disappointment of the World Cup. But the only way you can get back on the horse. Oh yeah, great, lovely. Morning. How are you? Okay, good.
Yeah.
thank
Morning.
you.
How
Thanks
are
a
you?
lot.
Yeah, good, thanks. Owner of Galopin Des Champs, joins us here now, Audrey Turley. Audrey, great to see you out here this morning. You're braving the weather.
I am braving the weather. I'm trying to protect my hair. Above all things, that has to be right. Well, it's a terrible morning, but I think it's to improve. Someone said it's to improve hourly.
Really? Okay.
Please God.
But he doesn't mind the wet.
No, I think he's
soft
happy
ground.
enough. He's happy enough on the soft ground.
Yeah. And you have another runner as well today, have you?
We have high wind at 1:30.
Right.
So we'll have a busy day.
Yeah.
Lots to think about. No time to think maybe, which is probably a good thing.
And have you had a good week, Audrey?
Oh, we've had a great week. Really, it's been a fantastic week. Always enjoy it. I mean, it's just very special. Very exciting throughout the day. It's all so well run and it's just brilliant. Really great to be here. Feel very privileged to be here, particularly for the year that's in it. The 100 years.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the emotion last year when
oh dear,
you saw him jump the last.
I actually thought I was going to have a heart attack. I'm not sure that's the way you're supposed to feel. I hadn't run the race, but that's the way I felt. But it was just an out of body experience, really. I mean, you don't. This stuff is the making of dreams. People dream about this, and we never, in our wildest dreams, thought this would happen to us. I mean, you just don't. It's incredible. We still pinch ourselves every day. So regardless of what happens today, he has been an absolute superstar and is a superstar. And I feel if it all goes well today, and please God it will, it's the icing on a very, very nice cake. I mean, he's done so well this season, and over the last couple of years, we're thrilled. We couldn't be happier.
And there's a big crew. You had family have all come back over again.
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
Sarah and Greg have been here all week, but extended family.
Oh,
I met a few of them yesterday.
They've been arriving since Wednesday. There's more of them on the plane from Dublin this morning, cheering and all excited. So it'll be a great day. We'll have a great day.
When you look back in last year's race, the way it worked out, obviously he didn't get away that well from the start, but he just sided through the field.
He did, really, he did. And, you know, Paul was amazing, always is amazing. And I think he felt too that the horse, you know, did his job, did his work well, and avoided maybe others that had come down. And he's a clever horse, brave horse. And he's fantastic, you know. And I think, Paul, at the start of it, I think he was down the back last year and then pulled up. But I think that's Galopin, you know. He has the speed, you know, doesn't he?
He does indeed. And obviously he got beaten his season debut in Punchestown, but what he did at Christmas time was sensational. I thought it was probably his best performance ever.
I think it was. The Sabbath Chase. Unbelievable. I mean, the excitement that day. And then, of course, he went on to win the Paddy Power's Irish Gold Cup. So it's the horse that keeps giving, and he's just fantastic in our eyes, you know. Anyway, already.
Not just your eyes, I think the public, the racing public really appreciate him and they'll be cheering him on.
Yeah, I think that is the case, Bernard. Everybody is so kind with their comments and they want to see him, they want to be with him, and I think he really enjoys the admiration too. After the Gold Cup in Leopardstown, I don't know if you saw it, he was standing, his head was high, he was delighted with all the attention he was getting, and I think he enjoys it. Yeah.
You're out bright and early. William Mullins normally last person to come to Gallops here this morning. You might have missed time to your run maybe.
I You know, my husband Greg likes to get up and out early in the morning. My daughter Sarah is probably not so happy about it. But we're here now, and sure we'll make the most of it.
Audrey might let you mind your hair. I don't have that problem, so we'll let you go. Listen, best of luck.
Wish you all the best.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Greg.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks,
Sarah.
Greg. Thank you. Great to see their meeting around the Gallops here this morning. A big day ahead for them.
Oh, look, like she said, the stuff you dream about, but you can see the joy and the excitement. I mean, and I met her on Tuesday, and you know, it's nervous though. It must be. It's a long way. It's a long week. You know, when you have the favourite for the Gold Cup, a lot of expectation. But look, she's with the right team, isn't she? And and Galopin Des Champs will be prepared to the minute for today, and hopefully it goes his way.
Trainer's in good form.
Yeah. How does he keep nearly always in good form? You know, you see the Nicky Henderson's horses aren't running that well. Obviously, maybe a bit of a sickness or a virus, but Willie just seems to stay on top.
So
12 months of the year.
so consistent, and from Christmas onwards, they really come to their peak. Dublin Race Festival, and then whatever they are at Cheltenham, they're at their total peak. It's amazing the way you can prep them and get them up to the highest level. You can chart the course with them, but it does year in, year out.
Sure. So if Galopin Des Champs wins, how many horses have gone back to back in Gold Cups?
Alboom Photo won a couple of years ago, of course, for Willie Mullins. And before that, God Bernard, few and far between. Few and far between.
The best mate?
Best mate won three. Yeah, okay. And he may well have been, off the top of my head, the only one I can remember in my time. He had Imperial Call, brilliant winner, never got back to win it. As Barry Gertie started yesterday, Kicking King never got an opportunity to win one again. It's a huge achievement just to get the horse back to run here, let alone win.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that race today. You'll be back in Ireland, you'll get to watch it?
Touch wood, the flight's in time, and I'll be back up in the Dundalk press room to cheer him on. Yeah, I just I love this horse. I just think everything's done to date. Obviously had a big emotion of him falling at the last here a couple of years ago when clear as well. So it's not been all smooth sailing, but it's been very exciting for connections. So weather is not really playing ball. We're a little bit quieter on the Gallops here this morning, but it's all set for a good day.
Yeah, looking forward to it, and a safe trip home.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you again somewhere at a racetrack. But best of luck, and hopefully a great day's racing. Have a great week.
Galopin Des Champs for the Gold Cup in Ireland to win the Six Nations. That'll do, wouldn't it?
That'll be a good weekend, yeah. That'll do us. We won't be too greedy.
Would indeed. Limerick Lace as well for the icing on the cake. That is, of course, day 4 here in the Gallops Cheltenham Festival. Gold Cup day. What a cracking day's action we got in store. Enjoy the rest of it.